everybody. Welcome back to the Knitting Place podcast. This is podcast number 55. I'm Dina. You can find me at the Knitting Place on Instagram, Ravelry, and
Facebook.
There you go. Sorry, drawing a blank. I'm like, YouTube?
But
we're on YouTube.
I am Pam Sapp on Ravelry and Instagram, and Pam Sapiens on Facebook. And that's it. Those are my credentials.
Sorry, I was a little off. I was looking to make sure we were recording.
I know you were looking at that. I saw you looking over there.
Traumatized. Okay.
What's doing?
Hoping everybody had a lovely Mother's Day.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yesterday was Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. You want to share about your Mother's Day?
It was fine. I mean, it was, I saw 2 of the 4 children.
Okay.
Which was fine. We went out, we ate, and relaxed, not too much.
Together.
Yeah. I got to do some knitting in the evening, which was fun.
Lucky you.
And
I'm envious.
That's about, well, you had company.
We had company
all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had a doubleheader. We had brunch. We did our plantings before the rain, and then we had a barbecue. God bless my husband with an umbrella outside.
He was outside in the barbecue. You have to build him a canopy of some sort so that he can be outside and grill. Speaking of that, let's go back. Dina did bring me a tomato plant in a pot that's outside right now.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, Dina. So I will have my tomatoes over here, and if anyone steals the tomatoes when they start growing, that's going to be the problem.
We're going to have a Hawkeye out there.
Absolutely. Touch my tomatoes.
Are you going to bring the basil? I wish I had basil.
Yes, I'm going to put basil in, too. I could even put parsley in.
That's a good idea. My parsley...
excuse me, I'm sorry.
That's okay. My parsley isn't doing so great. I think it needs a lot of water.
I was taking the car the other day for an inspection, and they had the TV on, and they had the garden guy on. And he was saying the most popular spices, herbs that people put in planters, chives. Chives would be a good one to put in, right?
Interesting, because I'm trying to grow scallions.
Yes.
And they look like blades of grass.
Oh, is that right? Well, maybe that's the way they
so
start.
sad looking.
Oh, well. Anyway, so maybe I should do chives.
You can. Chives are good.
Yeah, we'll see.
Probably softer than scallions, right?
Yes.
Chives are definitely softer. That's probably a better way to go.
They're nice. You can put them in an omelet, or
definitely.
salad.
Anyway. All right. Shall we?
Yes. Let's get started.
Well, first I want to thank everyone for leaving probably record amount of comments on our YouTube podcast.
About her makeup.
I wasn't fishing for a compliment about my hair. Let's just put that out there for the record. I honestly was just wondering, would you exchange dyeing your hair for makeup?
Yeah.
The application and the process of dyeing. It was 2 chores. That's the way I see it.
She didn't want to have to put makeup on every day.
And then I got wonderful suggestions. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I think there were a few more that I didn't get a chance to respond to or like, but I will definitely be checking out Nicole Johnson. Thank you. And what was the other thing I wanted to say? I've been taking a break with my sunscreen. So yes, I appreciate the not mixing of the chemicals. And BB and CC, boy, I thought we were a savvy group here.
We were having a conversation the other day. I had just bought the CC cream.
I'm like, wow, everybody uses Bobbi Brown and Coco Chanel.
Yeah, no. Well, something had come up on my Instagram with the CC cream, and I'm watching these women. I said, boy, that makes a difference. It really does. It kind of lightens and gets rid of imperfections, smooths it out. And there was the one they were advertising was a $40 container. And I said, $40, I don't know. So my daughter came over that day and we were looking. So you know how you can say what's the best rated one?
Yes.
Or what's whatever. And I ended up with one that was, I think, Physicians Formula. So you could buy it in whatever.
Okay.
And, it was probably half the price. And it's fine. I put it on in the morning. It lightens a little bit. It covers. It's very light. And it does have an SPF in it.
Uh-huh.
30
so that's
SPF.
already saving stuff for me.
So in any event, I'm not saying that's the best one, but honestly, what I usually do is I want something different, so I just change brands.
Right. Well, I'm definitely going to start looking into some of these creams. I'm going to look up that YouTube podcaster, Nicole Johnson.
Right.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the tips.
I may still go for that $40 one though.
All right, well, let me know.
See if it makes a difference.
I learned Beauty Balm
Yep.
and concealer cream.
That's correct.
It's not Bobbi Brown and Coco
It's not
Chanel.
Bobbi Brown and Coco Chanel. I knew that, but I didn't.
I didn't know that. I'm like, wow, this is a savvy group. Anyway, okay, let's get talking. What are you wearing?
What am I wearing? I'm wearing my Felix Cardigan. We finished this a short while ago. It was wasn't this a knit along that we did?
Mm-hmm.
I think we did it December, January, and I used Forge in Red Barn, and I paired it with Superior from Filatora, which is like a cashmere blend mohair, kind of like a mohair. It's not really a mohair.
It's not a mohair. It has it has a halo,
which
so
I like. Yeah,
right. Instead of the
regular mohair.
Right. Halo, it's a cashmere halo.
And it really, actually, that I'm even wearing this today. It was chilly this morning. It was 46 degrees outside when I went to work.
Right.
So that's why I thought I could get away wearing this sweater today.
It looks great.
And again, it's nice because if it's hot, you just take it off.
Yeah, it looks beautiful on you.
Yeah, so anyway, that's what I'm wearing. And it's a fun knit.
Perfect. I love the accent on the raglan.
The raglan shaping,
yeah, the lace
correct?
detail. It's
Right.
very subtle, but...
And, a cardigan is always, I initially thought I made it too short, but I'm happy with the length.
Looks
I
great
can't
on you.
complain.
Looks
Thank you,
great.
Dina.
You're welcome.
What are you wearing?
I am wearing the Color Craze Cowl. It's a new design by Tamy Gore. She released it today. Today is Monday, May 10th. I have not posted any FO pictures yet, so you're technically seeing it
but
first.
by the time they see this,
I may be posting.
Yeah.
It's definitely on my Ravelry page,
Right.
so you could check it out. You could see the colors
why
that I
don't you
use.
take it off? So we can see the full extent of it. Oh, here it comes. There it is.
It's like a body
there
glove.
it is. Like Bazooka Joe.
So here it is.
So it's got a little brioche in it.
It's got striping, it's got textures, it's got brioche, it's got mosaic, slip stitching, and she does this subtle little decrease in the back to taper.
Oh, does
the
she
top.
really?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
So
I like
if you
that.
look at the dimensions of the
It's
cast
narrow
on,
at the top.
yeah,
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
yeah,
Very
and
nice.
it's nice.
So
It's
it
nice.
definitely has a top and a bottom.
Definitely has a top and a bottom.
And what
And
did
it's
you
nice.
use for that? Did you use mini skeins?
I used mini skeins and I used Cake Wool Zest for the main color.
Mm-hmm.
I used the color Holiday. This here, I believe, is Candlewick.
Mm-hmm.
This deep purple is called Spell. This is Poiple from Asylum Fibers. This color here is,
You can
let's
see it better down below.
yeah,
it's right in
over
there.
here is the Amethyst Powder.
It's pretty.
Sorry, Not Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the Poiple again.
The Poiple.
Poiple.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It's a fun
It's
one.
nice because it's a fingering weight, so it's light. It's lightweight.
I have to say, it was a fun knit. I did not think I'd get it done. Tammy said, I think you had like 2 weeks or less to knit
Yeah,
it.
you
and
said
it
that. I
flew
think it was
off my needles.
Yeah, well, you had 2 weeks when you found out, but then you had to pick colors and all
Right.
that, so that took time.
And of course, the way I pick colors,
Yeah,
I
it
knit,
does.
I rip, I knit, I rip. I got it done. Yeah. So anyway, it might not be the actual colors that I originally started with. Tammy was actually really gracious. She helped me pick my colors because I kept ripping and I was getting frustrated. And I love the final result.
I like the way it sits. It almost sits in 3 rings, the 3 brioche
It's so
rings, which
fun.
is nice.
Yep.
I wonder if everyone sits that way.
Yes, they
It
did.
does?
If you look at the Instagram, well,
It's amazing when you look at that because, there is thought put into it when it's knit up. Now, I'm just looking. 1 second, Dana. There's something different in between each one. I
Yes.
see what she did. Yeah.
so it's funny the way the brioche kind of just like balloons outward.
Correct.
There's nothing done that was intentional. It's just the way that it falls.
Well, I'm sure that like this stitch is going to sit differently than a stockinette stitch.
Right.
It's lovely.
It's
fun.
pretty.
That
And
would
it's
be
nice because, there was a little chill today. I'm wearing a long sleeve linen shirt, but this is just nice around my neck.
It's a great piece because you
And-
might have some yarn at home, some fingering weight left
Yes.
over that you could put in,
Right.
even if it wasn't a mini.
Great for stash diving. I think at most, I actually almost finished 2 of the mini skeins.
Were they the 90-yard ones?
Yes, they were. And then I had mini skeins, the unicorn tails. So what happened with this colorway, the gold, I dipped into the second unicorn tail for sure. However, I also made my starting rib and my cast on and cast off rib a little bit longer.
Well, also though, Candlewick Mini is
half the yardage.
Half the yardage.
Right.
It's only like 54 yards.
Right. So what I'm saying is, I'm not sure. I think I would have dipped into it.
Would you have had enough if you'd used a 90 skein?
I don't think
one?
so.
Okay.
Oh, a 90 skein for sure,
Right.
but one unicorn tail, I'm not
Was
sure if
not
it would
enough,
have
right.
done it.
Well, she was pretty good. I know when you were picking your colors, she had good. She gave you yardages for each
Yes.
one, so
So
it's
what
not like you have to guess if you have the pattern.
Correct.
Right.
So this color here, this is my Sorry Not Sorry. That was under 50 yards. So I happened to use a 90-yard skein. However, if you had a unicorn tail, it would
That
suffice.
would be enough, right? So just look at the yardages
Yeah.
that she gives you in the pattern,
Yeah.
and you can see.
Great
if you
for
have enough.
stash diving.
Yeah,
a lot of the
sure.
testers definitely went
Yeah.
in and did some stash diving. I just thought it would be fun to pick colors.
Right.
And, I mean, I certainly could have done that.
You dove into the store stash.
Yes, but
Only teasing. Only teasing.
technically I did. But if I had to, I think it would have taken me so much longer, like to find all my little like finger weight balls and get a color story.
It depends how organized you are at home.
Not.
Or not organized.
Not at all. So that's what I'm wearing. It was a super fun
Nice.
knit.
Nice.
And yeah, we'll show you some kits in a little bit.
So that's an FO for Dina.
Yes, an FO.
That's an FO, right?
Yeah, technically, I guess. But I'm
Well,
wearing
I don't
slash FO.
Exactly. I don't have an FO this week.
Can't have one every week.
No, of course not. No, especially when you're knitting
had a
sweaters.
great
It's
one
not
last
gonna.
week.
It's not gonna happen. Right. Right.
Your wild clover, that was a great FO.
Wild clover. Yeah, that was a fun
Perfect
knit.
for the season.
Fun.
So, shall we talk about whips?
Yeah. Why not? Why not? I brought my. I brought 2 whips. Well, I'll show you this one first. This is we're doing a Marseille knit along, and we're zooming tonight. Actually,
Yes. Oh my God, I didn't send
I
the
meant
code
to
out.
ask you before. You better.
Yikes.
Jeez. Well, in any
I'll
event,
do that now while you're showing.
Go
Is
ahead,
that
yeah,
okay?
not a problem. I'm okay with it. This is the only picture I have in my pattern right now, but it's from Petite Knit. It's the Marseille cardigan. We showed it last week, and I must say that all our knitters in the group, I don't know about you, Dinah, but I think we're the slowest knitters in the group.
We're too busy
I
knitting.
know Dinah agrees.
Knitting other things.
It starts with the back going down, and then you come up on the front. So what I have done is
I'm going to just do my test.
I did my back.
Looks great, Miss Pammy.
Yeah, and my color is in the woods.
Oh, your tension looks great.
It got better as I went down.
It's funny. I noticed that with mine as well. Did you do this all in one sitting?
Yes. Well,
See?
no. I did up to here, and then this was the next, but it was still good. But, it's funny because when I picked up in the front and I began the short rows in the front, I noticed that there was one a little uneven because I was so focused on the short rows, But,
Ta-da! Looks
so now
great.
I have to do the other side, and then I joined
You
the
switched
fronts.
colors.
I switched colors?
Weren't
Yes, I
you
did. I went to cardamom instead of orange.
Oh,
I went to cardamom. And that's it. So I'm thinking once I come on the other front and I join them, then I come down to the stripe, then it'll be in the round.
yes. And
It'll
a
be
lot
much
of
easier.
customers, I know that on the Ravelry page, they've joined in the round.
Yeah,
It
I'm
looks
like,
great.
I'm behind. For sure I'm behind. I was going to show you something, and I have to see where I put it. I'm going to have to go get it. But you do your thing. You do that. You do that.
Okay.
So anyway, so that's, and I'm sorry. I should have told you what I'm using. I'm using Double Sunday from Petite. Is it Petite Knits? Is this from Petite? No, Sandnes Garn.
Sandnes
Garn. And it's a new base for us that just came into the shop. It's a DK weight yarn. It's not a superwash. And I like knitting with this. Do you like knitting with it?
I do. It's a soft yarn.
It's
it
a
doesn't
nice
feel
yarn,
toothy
yeah.
at all,
I like it a
despite
lot.
that it's a non-superwash.
Right.
It feels great.
I think my shoulders came out okay. You were
Fabulous.
asking, they look fine.
You can't even tell.
Yeah.
You want to show them what we're talking about?
Well, the way this sweater began, it was with a provisional cast on, or Judy's Magic cast on, or a provisional cast on, but not the provisional where you can like chain with a crochet hook or something like that. We did one that was a what was it called, Dinah? What was that called?
It was a provisional cast on using waste yarn by Celine.
Right, and it kind of was
LaRue?
the one that was almost like a like a
German twisted cast on?
No, it wasn't a German twist. No, whatever. In any event, so we cast that on, and then when it was time for the front, you took some of the stitches for the left shoulder. You took the waist yarn off, and you had live stitches, and you went right into short rows as you did for the back. So some people on the Zoom call knit along were saying that they felt like their shoulder up here where it joined was a little messy, and I think that was because you can kind of see that there's a seam there. I think that was because when you did that provisional cast on, the first thing you were knitting right after it was your German short rows, and I think maybe that's why. And I also think that when I started knitting my front, I was telling Dina before that some of the stitches were twisted. So you knit into the back. If you knit into the front, you're keeping it twisted, and I think it makes the stitch more noticeable.
What she's talking about is the orientation on the needle, the stitch orientation that's on the needle. Right. Would you bring up my Instagram page, please?
Sure.
Sorry, I need the Zoom ID.
I will bring up your Instagram page.
Sorry, guys.
Who's here? Who is that? Does he have a package? Yeah. Are you expecting something? Is it flowers? It's probably food that he's delivering to the wrong place. You never know what's going to happen during a podcast. Let me get her page. Yeah, so it was a very, it was fun. It's a fun knit. Of course, when I'm joined in the round, it will be more fun. I'm looking for her Instagram. She'll look at this when she gets here. But again, I feel like I'm lagging behind everybody else, but it doesn't make a difference. You know, I'll probably get the other front done this evening, and then I'm hoping in a few days, depending how much knitting I get done during the week, I can be down and get ready to join in the round. Right, Dina?
Right. Thank you, Penny.
I want to measure mine to yours when you take yours out. Do you have yours here?
I do, actually.
When you take it out,
was this the right code? Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry.
That's the right code. Yeah, that is. Excuse me for coughing. I apologize. I have a tickle. So while Dinah's doing that, I'm going to take out my second whip. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Then I'll go back to the other one, which you've seen before. Now, this is not why I'm showing it to you, but I told Dinah I discovered something yesterday that I can't believe I never thought of before. But it's on my Habitation.
Do I need to pick up my head and look?
No. And unfortunately, I'm in the middle of a row, which I never do, but it's my yarn over row. So you can see how it's coming along from the bottom up until the most recent. Up here, you see my colors. And I'm just about ready in another color to begin my decrease. So I'm just about halfway there. But I was watching someone on Instagram the other day, and I cannot believe I never thought of this, but what she does on her Habitation is she joins her colors with the magic knot. And I thought, how silly, why didn't I do that?
That's brilliant.
It's brilliant. I don't know. So sometimes the simplest things. So yesterday, which was a treat for me, in the middle of the day, I was able to join all my remaining minis. So this is my skein now. It's coming from the inside, what I'm working on for my minis coming up. And then I didn't just make one big ball. That would have been too big.
That looks so cool.
Then I did another one. This is going to be my ending color, and it starts from the inside and works its way out. So it's all attached as minis. So I know when I hit that red, that's my first color of my decrease.
Oh, so you haven't hit the halfway point yet?
No, I'm almost there. I'm on color 11 out of 12.
Okay.
You know. But isn't that ingenious?
That's brilliant.
This is
absolutely brilliant.
And then I weighed it. I made the mistake of weighing them, and I think it's like 268 grams. Which is really more than two full skeins of fingering weight yarn, right? If you had like a 400 or a 4 to 450. So I had to share that because
that's
I thought,
brilliant.
I mean, everybody probably already knows that, and I just never thought of it. But now I'm excited because I don't have to worry, do I have enough yarn to finish the row? You know, what row am I getting? It just keeps going. Exactly. It doesn't make a difference,
angst.
Right?
Yeah.
So it makes it an even better, more fun knit.
That's great.
I just wish I had more time. So I'm trying to do 2 rows a day. So right now I'm behind like 3 rows. I have to make that up. Maybe tonight I'll do that. So if I do 2 rows a day, that's 14 rows at the end of the week.
That's brilliant.
You know, and if instead of putting it down for 6 weeks, I would have had all those rows done.
Are you going to do any more test knits?
Well, someone has to make me an offer. Are there more I mean, I would do them. I just have to have the opportunity.
Find something that you also like.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not just going to knit for the sake of
it. Right. So there's Dina's.
So this is mine.
You pull down your stripe.
Thank you. See the lines, the unevenness?
Oh, it's not
I'm
bad,
hoping
Dina.
it'll block out.
Of course it will. You know, stockinette is the easiest stitch, but yet it's the hardest stitch to do.
Yeah, to keep it consistent anyway.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
I think a wet block will be, hopefully we'll do it some justice.
Exactly. Let me measure. Put your stand.
Widthwise?
Yeah. Yeah, just lay it down. Okay. Is mine coming up to yours? Widthwise? Do you say it's the same?
Why do you ask?
I'm just asking. Is it the same as yours?
Maybe a little bit bigger.
Is it really?
Yeah, why?
Do you know what size I knit this on?
No.
4.
That's
what I was on a 6.
4.
I thought I was on a 6.
I'm on a 5.
I gauged on a 6.
That is hysterical. And I think you're bigger. And you're still bigger. Are you trying to knit
I'm bigger
loosely?
than you? No, I'm not trying to knit loosely. No, not at all. Hold on, get the wrap. It's curling under, so I'm trying to take the curl out on both. It's out on both of mine.
It's out.
And it's bigger?
No. Here it's to end.
Okay, so see, I should stay on the 4. Could you believe that? When I saw that was on a 4.
So maybe that's why it's feeling a little tighter.
Is it too dense? Does
So
it
is
feel like
mine
a carpet? I don't like that feeling.
But it has movement.
Yeah, see, I should open mine up. I should go to a 5. I think I'm going to go to a 5. For the body.
Does it look like... But you knit looser in the round.
I knit tighter in the round.
Really? Only on sleeves.
No.
body.
No.
I don't know.
think so.
Anyway.
That's what should I do now for the body?
So far, you're fine. You're the same gauge as me.
Maybe I'll try to loosen on the body.
Don't you dare. Just knit the way
I'll
you're
knit
knitting.
on the 4, but I'll knit
the way
loosely.
you knit. Knit the way. Don't change because you're gonna.
I'm so
I like
annoyed.
you just the way you are.
You know I wasn't taking this out. But my biggest thing that I don't want it to be, does it feel like a carpet? It's not as mushy as yours. It's denser.
I don't think so.
I will also tell you that when I switched to the cardamom, which is your main color, there is a difference in the thickness of the yarn.
I was going to say the orange feels a little plumper.
Feel this. Where's my green? Feel my green. And this is yours. It's definitely, it feels thinner when you knit with it than my.
It could be the dyes. You know how sometimes dyes tend to change the consistency of the yarn?
Anyway, there it goes. So, can you believe that? When I saw that it was on a, I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was 1 needle size down, but 2?
This is that orange feeling, which is a fabulous color, and I'm using cardamom for the mane, and I'm probably further behind than everyone, but that's okay. I'll get there.
It's not a race.
I'll live vicariously through everyone else.
There you go. Let them make all the mistakes first, then you can just glide right through.
That's not the intention, but
I know,
okay.
I know.
That's my only whip today.
Yeah, so we're done with whips.
Yeah.
We're done with whips. What's next?
Talk about, how about we show kits for what we pulled for this?
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
Good idea.
All right, so this is the color Craze Cowl.
Yep.
That is the design that just launched today. You may have seen it already on Instagram. It's beautiful. It's a pretty design by Tamy Gore, and I was fortunate enough
to test knit,
to have the opportunity to test knit. So we made some kits. We'll quickly go through them. That's, I think, artichoke.
I'm going to go closer so they can see the colors.
Maybe pull back. Yeah. You want to come closer to me so they could see it together? There we go.
It's a cream base, and it's got greens and a little blue in it.
Is it getting washed out?
Yeah, well, it's a very light color, so
it's hard.
Yeah.
Or should I put it back here so you're not overwhelmed?
There you go. How pretty is that? Very pretty.
Okay, next is Plunge Pool. This is more of a neutral base with the speckles.
Yeah.
And then we didn't go crazy with the palette here, but very soft.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
It's very pretty.
Absolutely stunning.
I like that.
That's very pretty.
You can keep them over there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You've got more room.
Okay. Next, I have Poppy.
That's a pretty color.
And this one is more of a bright one, but super fun.
Yeah, this is like orange and green.
Yes, all the colors and the pops, and we kind of pulled everything out.
That's fun.
Very fun. Now you'll notice some of them are speckled throughout, so the designer actually, if you look at her original, I think one of mine is also a little bit marled.
Yep.
They look pretty when you see all the
it all blends together. And the color, you know, even commenting when you do the brioche with the lighter color, it kind of tones down the strength of the other color.
Yes.
I
think there was one person that actually did the inverse.
Did she?
Where she did like dark and had like pops.
That look. Look good? I'm sure it does.
Definitely.
I love this one.
This is a beauty.
This is a fun one.
This is called Candy Please.
Again, it's very pastel-y. It's got pinks and greens and kind of peaches. I don't know if I went up closer. There you go. You see, that's a good representation.
And then these would be the pops.
That's fun.
It's like a bright pastel.
It's one of my. That
really
might
pretty.
be the one that I would do if I were picking.
That's pretty. And then we have Cocoa.
Cocoa's a fun color. It's a cream, but it's got, you see that bits and pieces it has in there of the highlighter. There you go.
And these are the colors that go with it.
That's very nice, Dina.
That's another fun one.
Yep. I like that one.
Okay. And then we have Holiday. This is the color I used for my base.
And again, you see the colors in there. There's
and we went with the softer
that's a good representation. Palette. That's perfect right there. Yep. Very nice.
Pretty.
I like that.
Okay. And then we have Honeydew Emperor. This is slightly different. Are these actually the same colors in there? They might actually be.
This is pretty.
Different base.
Yep.
Pretty. Softness. So we actually saw some soft ones. Photographs on Ravelry. One of the testers, or a couple of them, did softer palettes, and they look very pretty. So sometimes
there's no right or wrong. I'm going to give this back to you.
Sure. I think we did them all, right?
Yep.
Okay, great.
I think that's
and that's it for the color Craze.
So again,
Cowl.
it's the Color Craze Cowl.
Yes.
And Dina will have it on her Ravelry page. There it is.
Okay. Next, we got a new delivery.
Of?
The Kokon.
Yeah.
I forgot to bring out the fade kit. It's in the blue bag. Do you mind getting it?
No,
I think it's in the one in the bottom one.
Yep.
So we got restocked. They what came in? We got fingering weight, we have Aran weight, we have the whole Jean Michel collection. I'm not quite sure how much of the mohair we have left. The mohair kind of flew out. But one of the kits that was very popular, we had customers request the Birds of a Feather kit, and we created some just using the Kokon, and they seem to go very well. And we created a few more, so we wanted to share that with you. And for those of you who don't know what the Kokon Jean Michel collection looks like, you'll see it right now. So Michelle created a new collection. She started the collection Kokon Blue with the indigo, which is the dark navy. You may know it as this. That's the dark navy, and then she has it in tie-dye and speckle. Her second collection was Kokon Pink for breast cancer, and she kept it on. And this is the speckled pink. Let's see if I can get that to come through. And here's more representation of the pink.
Oh,
there you go.
Such a hot color.
Yeah, that's Kokon Pink. So the third baby is Jean Michel. And the Jean Michel collection has the speckle, the tie-dye, which is the white tie-dye, and then she has the semi-solid. So we've created some Birds of a Feather kits incorporating
the speckles, the tie-dye.
And I'll just show them. This is the tie-dye.
It's pretty.
Jean Michel with the mohair in the semi-solid, so that's more monochromatic. Birds of a Feather is a shawl that was designed by Andrea Mowry, very popular in the shop.
Reaching.
No problem. We may have a sample here.
No, we do.
Of course we do.
Of course we do. You know I always do the wrong side, Dina.
That's the correct side. So there it is.
Everyone knows Birds of a Feather, right?
Yeah, and
It's got the
our
mohair
sample is very
section.
tonal, yes.
Followed by the fingering weight. So can you imagine it in these great...
No, it looks very dark back there. Let's move it. Yeah, that's much better. Much, much better.
Gives you the shape, right?
Yeah, beautiful asymmetrical triangle. It's mohair. It's garter stitch with a little bit of feather and fan.
So what, Diana, can you imagine that piece that we just showed you with the...
It was stunning.
And these Kokon colors. It's beautiful.
So we replenished in case any of you went on the website. I think we'd only put one kit.
Yeah, we had
We're
only
never
done
really
the singles,
sure
right?
what's going to sell. But we did replenish. And this here is the Jean Michel Speckle, which is very pretty. And we paired that one with the indigo mohair.
That's lovely.
Stunning.
That's gorgeous.
Stunning.
That's gorgeous.
Okay.
I mean, you can't go wrong.
No.
Whether you do it more tonal or more of a contrast.
This is the Jean Michel Speckle. And we did with the semi-solid Jean Michel.
I like that too.
That's a little bit softer. The indigo definitely is a little bolder.
Pops a little more, yeah.
And then we have indigo.
The two indigos.
By Kokon. And then the indigo Speckle.
That's pretty too.
So that's the inverse, which is also lovely.
Yeah. But you can't go wrong with any of them. Love it.
And then we have pink. Kokon pink. Can't leave out the pink.
This is the speckle. Is this the speckle?
Speckle.
With the pink mohair. Look at that.
That's the semi-solid mohair.
Let me go this way. Well, whatever. You can see what it is. But how pretty is that?
And then pink tie-dye.
Oof. Look at that.
With tie-dye mohair. That is great. Electric.
That is electric.
Yes. Spot you a mile away.
That is great.
That's fun. And it's a fun piece. It's one of those classic shawls that we tend to carry. It's popular. You want to show them what that is?
Sure. This is a fade that Dina asked Michelle to dye up for us. And this is our second order on that, right? A refill on this.
Yes, it is.
Right. It was very popular.
Is it second or third, actually? I don't even know.
But look at that. So many things you can do with it. You're going to say, what can I do with it? Lava Lake, if it's a shawl. V-back tee. Le Pouf.
The rose cardigan.
What's the fade sweater? The fade cardigan.
The rose cardigan.
Yeah, but there's another one. Isn't it like Find the Fade or Find... There's so many fade things.
Those are shawls. There's Find Your Fade shawl.
There's a fade cardigan too, no? Or is that a DK white?
That's DK, the comfort fade.
I thought it was fingering.
But it's super pretty. Very popular. Even if you took 3 skeins and did a freer fade shawl, you can knit up the sock hat. There's so many things that you could do with this beautiful yarn. We asked her for a fade. We had ended up blending some colors.
Do you have the solid navy over there?
This would be such a great anchor.
Yeah, and you could always then
Stunning.
Add the navy to
the indigo
really
at the
complete
end.
it. I had a customer, actually, what can you do with it? We had a customer who was doing the Habitation.
I was just going to say.
She's doing the Habitation now. She didn't use this particular fade, but she made her own. She used the navy. She used
tie-dye.
Right, a couple of different ones. Right. And 5 skeins, right. And what we did for her, because we love her so much, she's a favorite customer of ours. All our customers are favorites. We divided up the skeins for her.
You did what?
We divided up the skeins. But anyway, so there are so many things that you can do. But that's the new Kokon in the shop, right?
Mm-hmm. And speaking of Kokon, we have a special giveaway at the end of the episode.
Yes,
Michelle was gracious enough to to gift us.
Mm-hmm.
What was it, 5 or 6?
I think it's 6 skeins of the Aran weight.
Of indigo speckled Aran, and along with 2 skeins of the indigo mohair.
Right.
Wow.
You can do whatever you want with it.
Stay tuned until the end, and we'll tell you how you can win that kit.
Absolutely.
Next,
This has been a shop favorite. Twig. Using twig yarn from Shibui. It's called the Flagstone. Flagstone, right?
Yeah. It's crazy how every time, like this time of year, the shawl comes up.
It does. It really does. You know why? I think it really looks great to wear. And it's a fun knit because it's very simple. And it's made out of linen. Why shouldn't you say linen? It's back here, actually. I made it a while ago. And I can't even tell you how many of these each year that we sell.
Composed and put together and helped customers.
Let's start at this end, right? I'm going to pass.
Is that the right side?
Yeah, it's the right side, yep. You start at your end with So there you go.
So it kind of looks like window panes.
Yes.
What color is this? Do you know?
That's the olive.
Olive?
I'm calling it olive. I don't know what they called it, if it was olive or khaki.
It may have been khaki. Discontinued color, I'm afraid.
Is it really?
I believe so.
Oh, that's a shame. Then caffeine. The trim in between is pollen.
Yeah, let's go closer.
And then there's caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'm not sure what this is.
I think that's the ivory.
And then ash. And then mineral, one of my favorite colors. I love mineral. And bringing up the rear is, I believe it's tar.
Tar.
And
Beautiful.
then there's the edging that's done afterwards at the end on the long edges.
And that's in the pollen.
So it's just like a window pane. You can see she's wearing it here.
Didn't Antonia design this one?
Yes, Antonia did, yeah.
She's our sales rep. She's so good.
And it's a fun knit. I believe it's knit on I want to say...
5?
A 5 needle, correct. It's a 5 needle. And the twig, the yarn that you're using, the twig...
it is.
It's a great piece. The twig is 46 linen, 42 recycled silk, and 12% wool. So it's really a blend. It's 190 yards in a skein, and it's considered a sport weight. I thought it was a DK weight.
Lovely.
It says 22 stitches is 4 inches, but whatever. Anyway, so we made a couple of kits up because it's that time of year for us. And here you go. Look at this. I pulled money out. I need to do that. Here you go. So these, now again, we're showing it to you this way, but you can make whatever color you want.
So in this particular kit, we thought the pollen would be a great highlighter, kind of like emulates Pam's.
Yeah.
You could put the white. You can make tar, any color that you choose. So you're getting the kit, but the in-between color could be anyone.
Right. This is just what we had suggested. So there's that kit. Right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you have some over there? Yeah, you do, right? Here's this one. That's we put that as the contrast, but again, you can change that. It's very slippery. And here you go. From ivory to
a pretty one.
mineral.
This really brightens it up.
Right.
It's like neutral, but then this gives you a nice pop.
Right. And the nice thing about that, I mean, you certainly could use that as one of the, flagstones, so to speak. But if you use it as the trim, you really see it throughout the whole piece.
It's beautiful.
Which makes it nice.
Very nice.
So there's that kit. Dina has a few. And there you go.
Very pretty.
That's pretty, yep.
So there's white.
Yeah.
That'll brighten it up. Yeah. It would really brighten up the windows.
Correct.
Very pretty. And then we have one more. I think you have one.
I think I have one here too.
This one here is interesting.
Look at that. You've got colors like pollen and what's that one called, Dina?
I think it's Tango. I'm not
Tango,
sure if it's Tango.
It is, correct. It
brick.
is. No, but that's Tango. Maybe it's brick.
I think it's brick.
It's brick. Brick and pollen and caffeine with the black. Now again, if you decided, you could put this in it and make black your trim.
Right.
Or the bone. Whatever that is, bone or ivory.
Yes.
But that's a pretty
it could really go any which way.
Yep.
And you could put the colors in the order that you like.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And I have
we photographed them on the website. It's literally just a suggestion.
Right. This one. Turn this around. Hold on. I'm getting there. There you go.
This is like the spectrum. I like this one because it's like
it's got the blue and the purple and the. I think that's the Tango.
Oh, maybe.
One. Yeah.
It's a little bit brighter.
Pretty.
Very nice.
So there you go.
Super pretty.
Whichever one.
And that's it. That's all we got.
I think that's it. Oh, I have one other thing to show you. Dinah, look what I got in the mail.
Did they come in?
I can't lose it because you only get one thimble. You get the other things. When we had the Zoom call...
Oh, the adhesive.
Yes.
Oh, look at how brilliant this is.
When we had the Zoom call the other day, I don't know, we were talking
Marion.
about... We were talking about, I don't know, different things. And she was saying that she had gotten this thing called the Ultra Thimble.
She poked a hole in her finger from knitting. And
I suffer from the same thing. I've got such calluses that I really was having a hard time knitting on my Marseille because my finger was so sore.
Wow.
So this came in, and you put it on your finger.
I can't believe you ordered them. I'm so happy for you. You really suffer with that.
It comes with little adhesives. Now, she was saying that she was using one adhesive for several days.
Right. Does it still feel sticky?
Yeah, and they say that the heat from your body...
Oh, probably
makes it stay. I will say that it's a very unusual feeling because when you're knitting with it, you always feel
something on
your fingertips. You use, and of course this is something
sensory.
Hard. But I think it's the kind of thing you just have to practice with.
It didn't change your tension. I mean, it must be working brilliantly.
Well, I only got it yesterday.
Oh,
I only got it yesterday.
Did you knit yesterday?
I did. I did it for a little bit, but then I felt like it was slowing me down.
Really?
So I took it off then.
That is so cool. So this is called the Ultra Thimble. Here's the package. This is not a paid advertisement.
No, it's not. Go online and get it. I think it varies
Was
anywhere
it on Amazon?
I got it on Amazon. You could also Google it, and I saw it. But
these are all the adhesives, by the way.
It comes with 8, right? Look at that. Isn't that ingenious? Look at that little thing.
So clever. They're going to be so happy tonight.
But I got my ultra... it's hard to come off my finger.
Because your body heat activated it again.
Yeah.
That's great. That's
but
so
I
clever.
can't lose that little thing because otherwise, you'd think they'd sell it with... I'd pay more to get another thimble in case I lose that thing.
Exactly.
How long do you think before I lose it, Dan?
You need to keep it in like a case, one of your cases.
Yes, I need like a little makeup thing or a little zip container. You know what
about
I'm
the case the Galentine gift?
I could do that, yeah. I could do that. Maybe I'll do that because I'm going to lose that thing.
No, you can't lose it.
Anyway, so that's it, right? Is there anything else going on?
Yes, actually.
We have a giveaway.
Well,
no, we have this, yes.
Before we go.
I forgot about this.
We put something on sale on the website, and I figured we might as well share.
You have to clean out inventory at some point.
Yes. So, Madeline Tosh, Pashmina, it was a wonderful yarn here in the shop. Both of these yarns that we're about to share, they're 30% off. So, check Ravelry. It might be in your
Where
stash
is it
or
on?
need. They're online. You can search Pashmina at the knittingplaceny.com. It's already at sale price.
So, it would be under sale on the website.
You probably would be able to find it under sale or search by yarn, Pashmina. This one is Pashmina by Madeline Tosh. So we're just going to show you the colors that we have. This is Antler.
Can't see what this is. Can't see. Oh, Gossamer. That's a pretty one. This one is Calligraphy. I love Calligraphy.
And Copper Pink.
Oh, I love that one.
Now, some of you may know, I think there's Pashmina Stripes, which is a shawl designed by the ladies at Espace Tricot. Mm-hmm. And I just thought, this would be a very soft, pretty shawl.
Yeah.
We do have these 4 colors left. Look at how pretty that is. That would be a stunning shawl.
It's lovely.
Yeah, very soft.
Nice.
So, go and get them while they last.
And this is Kismet.
Kismet is another fiber.
Now, Kismet is a DK weight yarn.
It's called Sleek DK. It's got a beautiful composition.
It's 50 merino.
And 50 silk. 230 yards.
Nice yardage.
Nice yardage. And also 30% off. So the sale price is on the website. We have some pretty colors. One skein would make a decadent hat.
Yeah.
You might want to do a ladyfingers. Anything. But the composition is really nice. It's super soft. So the colors here are Santa Rosa Plum. I think this one is called Wink. Yeah. Picante? No, something paprika. Smoked paprika. I'm confusing my other colors.
Is that onyx?
Yes.
Onyx,
which is actually more of like a taupey gray.
On top of the thing.
Toasted oats.
Toasted oats. Top
Beautiful. That's a little peachy.
Yep. It's great
Very
colors.
pretty. Great colors. And you see the
nice.
sheen? The silk adds a nice, delicate sheen to it without it being too
What's
glossy.
better than picking up a yarn on sale?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like that?
Just wanted to share. Okay. And now our giveaway.
Oh, yeah, the giveaway.
Let's talk about what you need to do to earn this giveaway. You must follow The Knitting Place on Instagram.
And YouTube.
As well as Kokon Yarns on Instagram. We will check. So you'll want to check to make sure that you're following both of us on Instagram. We would love it if you followed us on YouTube. These are the 2 skeins of mohair, which have, for the record, 459 yards per skein. So there's 920 yards here in mohair. And then we have the beautiful Aran weight, 6 skeins, 181 yards each.
Yep.
So what's 181 times 6? Is that basically
600,
the equivalent?
6 times 8 is 480, so it's 1,080.
Okay, so you almost have enough coverage to do both. Because that would be 920.
What are you counting for what?
To see if it's a ratio, like, Aran
gotcha.
weight to mohair.
Oh, if you mixed it. Yep.
Right.
Listen, if you wanted to, you could do several projects with it too,
Yep.
Isn't there, I don't know what the weight of it is. Those tops that have a little bit of a mohair on the top and then it's the sweater? I don't know if it's
Is
an
that
Aran weight.
Not the...
There's several of them. There's one that I know we have in our patterns that I just filed last week. That's a different one than the one that was...
Something tea, ash...
I don't know. I don't know the name
shame. of it. It has like an illusion yoke.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
There's several.
There's several of them, but
Definitely.
I'm just not sure if they use the Aran weight.
I'm not sure.
People have made the slouchy tee with 3 of them.
Yes.
There's a number of things you can do.
Slouchy tee would take 3, and you can do one version that has the mohair running through it.
Right.
The Lawrenson sweater, you'd have enough yardage, I think.
For the Lawrenson.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many
Depends what
skeins
size
it
you
takes.
make,
Yeah, but the Lawrenson has got that big puffy sweater.
I made the chaka, but that you need a contrast on the top.
Right. Or I think someone had done it all
It
in
all
one
in one?
cut.
Well, you could do it in one then. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. And yeah. So this is our giveaway. It's
so what
super
is it?
generous.
Would they have to follow us and
Kokon
on Instagram?
Definitely follow us on YouTube. And what you need to do is let us know your favorite Kokon.
What's the pattern?
Not Kokon design.
A pattern using Kokon.
Exactly.
Doesn't have to be a Kokon pattern, but a pattern that uses Kokon.
Right.
Because we're hoping that you can give us some inspiration
as well, and we want to educate you with Kokon.
And just so you know, it's 181 yards, and it's a US 7, 8, or 9 needle.
Now it doesn't have to be an Aran weight pattern. Any Kokon yarn design that you like, or any pattern that was knit using a Kokon yarn, just share what your favorite is. Because the attraction is that Kokon element, whether it's the pattern, the yarn, or design.
Yep.
So please leave a comment. Let us know what your favorites are. I'm sure Michelle at Kokon Yarns would get a kick out of that.
Yeah, she would. She
And
she really would. That was so generous of her.
It really is.
To gift that
yes.
to someone.
I'm sure, hopefully we'll be able to pick something out by next week, right? We'll announce the winner in a week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Next Monday.
So hopefully we will be podcasting again, and we'll see you next Monday.
Anything
I think
else?
that's it.
I think that's it.
All right,
we have
everyone.
to go Zoom tonight.
Thanks again for watching.
Have a good week knitting, and we'll see you next Monday.
Bye.